Shalom, shalom, family. I know it's late, but how is everyone? Sister Chaya had to get on here and talk about some breaking news and just the different things that are going on, especially with this Hurricane Melissa approaching Jamaica. Yes, family, it's all over the news, and I got some things that are on my mind that I want to share with you all in regards to what's being discussed over at the mainstream news media. We are living in some interesting times. So, welcome to those that are joining late for this late edition of Melchizedek Breaking News. I am your sister Chaya, broadcasting live from Maui, Hawaii. That's right, holding it down for the islands. Very blessed to be on the Pacific side of the country right now with everything that's going on in the Caribbean. I want to start with sharing a little bit of this evening's news from NBC because it was a few things that was mentioned. Shalom there, Brother Yosef, always holding me down. Thank you. It is relatively still early evening here in Maui, family. It's a little after 6 p.m. For many on the East Coast, it's already after midnight, and they are forecasting this Hurricane Melissa to basically make landfall just tomorrow morning, which is Tuesday morning. So I want to show you some things that they are talking about, and I'm gonna give you my input on some things that I'm seeing right now in the news.
Tonight, the catastrophic warning. Hurricane Melissa, now a historic and deadly Category 5 hurricane. The monster storm now projected to be the strongest hurricane to ever hit Jamaica. Melissa set to plow into the island tomorrow morning with life-threatening winds up to 175 miles per hour, as much as 40 inches of rain to swamp areas. The satellite video showing lightning firing off from Melissa's eye. The mandatory evacuations tonight as residents and American tourists race to safety. Our team live from Jamaica. Back in the U.S., a possible tornado tearing through parts of Florida's panhandle. Powerful winds ripping this hotel roof completely off, slamming into a nearby RV park, while heavy rains flood portions of the state's east coast. Also breaking, the workplace shooting that killed 2 in Tennessee. SWAT teams closing in on the suspect. The alleged murder plot posted on TikTok targeting Attorney General Pam Bondi. The suspect offering $45,000 for her, quote, dead or alive. The new release date for Sean Diddy Combs when he's set to walk out of prison. Amazon reportedly expected to lay off as many as 30,000 people as early as tomorrow. The emergency slide deployed by accident, how the mistake cost more than just passenger delays. And my exclusive interview, will soccer's biggest star play in next year's World Cup? Lionel Messi, one-on-one with his most revealing answer yet. Nightly News starts right now.
This is NBC Nightly News.
Family, just starting the broadcast off this evening, I'm listening to NBC, and when you say chaos and confusion, you can see it clearly between the hurricane situation that's supposed to be biblical down there in Jamaica. I didn't know the whole situation was going down over there in Florida. They saying that it might have been a tornado to hit Florida. And then on top of that, 30,000 may be getting let go at Amazon starting tomorrow. Yeah, we got to get into a few of these headlines. And there's some things on my mind. Yes, it's popping off out here.
With Tom Yamas.
And good evening. A monster life-threatening storm, the most powerful we've seen in the Atlantic this year, is now just hours away from slamming directly into the island nation of Jamaica. Hurricane Melissa is now a Cat 5, the strongest rating possible. The time to evacuate that island is over. Now residents and stranded tourists, many of them Americans, will have to face this storm and possible days, if not weeks, of misery to follow. And here's why. Officials warn it will be catastrophic. You can see the sheer size of the hurricane from space. And we got this up-close view of a near perfectly shaped eye wall. Look at that. Another Hurricane Hunter plane forced to turn back, the storm too dangerous to fly into. Its path has it slamming into Jamaica tomorrow morning before charging straight for Cuba. Forecasters warn it will bring destructive winds, monstrous storm surge, and catastrophic rainfall. More than 3 feet in parts, which could knock out electricity, roads, and clean water for weeks. Officials warn they cannot overstate the dangers in the next day and beyond. We begin tonight with our team and George Solis in the storm's path in Jamaica. George.
Family, did you understand? He said they can't overstate, meaning this situation is really, really bad. I told my husband, this sounds like Lahaina Part 2. Yes, sounds like in the form of a flood though. It's like so much that is going on. I'm really disturbed by the news this evening. They were showing how they could be inside following this storm. That lets me know that it's some manipulation here inside the hurricane. Just take a listen, family. Listen with your spirit.
George, it's just starting to pick up where you are.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. The sky's looking a lot more ominous. The rain coming down at a good clip and the winds picking up, and that is only expected to intensify. Officials urging everyone to hunker down and stay off the roads as we are just hours away from this potentially historic landfall. Tonight, Hurricane Melissa on a collision course with Jamaica. Outer bands of the monster Category 5 storm roaring ashore.
We are real worried because it might just rip the whole place apart.
The island is bracing for dangerous winds up to 175 miles an hour, 30 to 40 inches of rain, and life-threatening storm surge. Officials warning flash floods and landslides could be catastrophic, and power outages may last weeks or even months. A dose of heavy wind and rain expected to pummel the island. Low-lying areas expected to flood, and infrastructure is expected to suffer. This stunning satellite image captured lightning flashes inside Melissa's eye wall. But the storm is so powerful, a NOAA hurricane hunting aircraft reportedly had to turn back. Did
anybody see those the supposed lightning strikes? What are they really doing inside of the eye of the hurricane is what I'm asking. See, I'm trying to pose these questions that a lot of you are thinking about, but nobody is asking these questions. Nobody is addressing these things. NBC, Melchizedek News want to know what's really going on over there in the Caribbean. What y'all really doing?
Melissa makes landfall as a Category 5, it will be the strongest hurricane ever in Jamaica. What is the message to the island?
This is as strong and serious a storm as we've ever contemplated. Now is not the time to panic, but it is the time to complete your plans and preparations.
Many tourists staying at resorts that dot the coastline race to get out before the airports closed. But American honeymooners Kyle Peel and Kelsey Helotke decided to ride out the storm at their hotel.
Listen to this.
We have all the supplies we need, and plenty of money in the bank account in case we get stuck here for a little longer than expected.
The slow-moving storm.
We got plenty of money in our bank account in case we get stranded. You ain't gonna be able to get to the bank, my brother. It's a power outage coming, massive. Yes. And where you gonna shop at? A lot of the businesses are gonna be affected, if not the majority. People really are underestimating the hour that we are in right now, what we are living through, brothers and sisters. I mean, I'm just like, this is the Matrix. Yes, I wanted to show you something else because, again, I didn't even know the situation was going down in Florida. A lot of people probably missed that except for the residents down in Florida with all this talk about Jamaica.
Storm has claimed at least 4.
Let me see.
If you're smart, we can work. powerful Category 5. It's going to move relatively quickly over the island, but the eye itself may go near a big population center. That's what's changed a little bit today. It's getting closer to Montego Bay, 100,000 people plus. Who knows how many tourists are still remaining.
Family, I've just never seen this much hype over a hurricane. They've been discussing this for about 2.5, almost 3 weeks.
Up to 140, 150.
Yes.
That'll be almost like a huge tornado going wherever that eye travels through the island. And then rainfall.
They've been talking about this
isn't going to get the high
storm
winds. Look how much
for
rainfall we're
almost
predicting
3
even on the
weeks.
eastern end
And
of the
this is
island.
not
Tom, we're going to have
circumventing,
major problems with
being
infrastructure
manipulated.
island-wide.
Brother, what you say, Brother Yosef?
All right.
And if the power is out,
And in Florida, a possible tornado ripped through
they're
parts of
only
the
going to
Panhandle
accept cash,
as
right?
thunderstorms brought flash
Ain't no
flooding
ATM
across other
machines
parts
going
of
to be
the
working.
state. Aaron Gilchrist is on the ground tonight for us.
Look at this situation in Florida.
Heavy rain and strong wind pummeling Florida's panhandle. The powerful storm ripping parts of the roof off this hotel in Mexico Beach before dawn, sending it careening into a mobile home park across the street.
With the power lines down and RVs on their sides, there could have been. It could have
Florida
been
looking like Jamaica.
This couple from Athens, Georgia, tossed around inside their RV as it flipped. Rescuers had to rip out the windshield to save them.
I said, we're going over, and we just went. This is the first time I've ever been like flipped over and messed with like this. Mother Nature got mad at me for something.
Craig Wilbanks needed 4 stitches in his head. The possible tornado also sent 2 other people to the hospital.
Wow.
A cluster of thunderstorms dropping more than 14 inches of rain in some parts of Florida, a major road collapse in Mount Dora, and dangerous flash flooding in Titusville. Staff at the Space Coast Executive Jet Center forced to move this plane to higher ground. A van nearly colliding with this fire engine.
I've never seen one of these spots before.
Off Louisiana's coast, look at this funnel cloud and a second forming right beside it. In Mississippi, an EF1 tornado carving a path of destruction, sending debris flying near this restaurant. Back in Mexico Beach, Florida, drivers battling a deluge driven by ferocious wind, the remains of homes and debris strewn across streets.
I was very, very scared. I thought...
So you see, family, they got you paying attention to Jamaica. They got you looking over here while all this is going on over here.
Tom, you're looking at the roof of the
hotel Louisiana. Did they say Mississippi too? Florida. Look at this. This is all in the last 48 hours.
The fire chief talked to me and he said that he was amazed and frankly grateful that the 3 people who went to the hospital only had minor injuries.
It's off the charts out here.
Aaron Gilchrist first. Aaron, thank you. Now, that nightmare inside a plastics plant in Tennessee. Police say an employee opened fire.
People are short fused right now. Let me see if I can fast forward. I want y'all to see this announcement about Amazon. We're gonna talk about Trump too. They said Amazon finna let go of some folks. I want to show that. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, here we go.
Conservative activist Charlie Kirk granted the suspect's request so that he can wear civilian clothes, not a jail uniform, for his future court appearances.
Let's hear about Amazon.
Okay, Kelly, thank you. We are back in a moment with mass layoffs reportedly coming to Amazon. Tens of thousands set to be let go. Plus new reporting when Sean Diddy Combs could be out of prison. That's next. We're back now with reports of looming layoffs at Amazon. The tech giant plans to announce as many as 30,000 corporate job cuts this week, according to Reuters, citing 3 people familiar with the matter. Amazon did not respond to requests for comment, but that would be roughly 10% of their corporate workforce. It comes as Amazon looks to cut costs and ramp up spending.
He said Amazon is cutting 10%
when music mogul Sean Diddy
their
Combs
corporate.
could be out of prison. He's serving a 50-month prison sentence
Did he
for
do it?
interstate prostitution. Federal inmate records now reveal he's set to be released on May 8th, 2028. Combs has been detained since.
Enough about Diddy. They said Amazon about to lay off 10% of their corporate workforce on top of everything else that's going on. Yeah, buddy, man. This government shutdown is quite affected. And those of us that know what the prophecies have been foretelling are quite excited to see it come down. I want to go back to something, family. They were talking about all these brothers and sisters that stranded down there in Jamaica. People gonna have to really start thinking wisely, taking just a second thought on these decisions they're making moving about their lives like it's just normal, is they may find themselves caught up in a bad situation. Check this out. I was listening to
I get home to see my kids, and I'm just praying for the best. You know, there are a lot of children on this property. There are a lot of families, a lot of, you know,
There are still children
people.
and families on the property?
Yes.
Oh.
I've seen kids all day, and just my heart goes out to those parents, because I can't imagine being in this and having my kids with me.
What is the plan that the resort has told you?
So at 9:30, in about 3 hours, we're going to go to the hurricane shelter here on property. I'm just a little nervous because it's only 2 floors. So we'll be on the top floor in like kind of a ballroom space. It's called the convention center. But I don't know how all these people from the property are going to fit in that space, because it holds about 190, 200. But I know there are well over 200 people here currently.
That's for the people that got a little change, family, because this is in Montego Bay. For the people that staying at these nice resorts, they're charging them $200 plus a night to shelter at this convention center. Isn't that interesting? With the historic biblical storm, and you know, the authorities and property owners, they're trying to be such a good citizen and charging their brothers and sisters $200 plus a night so that they can shelter at that spot. With a historic biblical storm, it just lets you know that we ain't ready to love our neighbor. We are truly a people that are not following the law, doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. This is why the Most High got to humble this earth, because we're just not ready. So we still gonna charge these people $200 plus a night if they got it. So the people with money, that's where they at. They at the good shelter. This is what's really going on. We're gonna hear more stories too. I think I got another one about some families that's stuck over there in Jamaica.
Waves are definitely getting bigger.
Casey Young and his wife are on the west coast of Jamaica, filming videos to update their family and friends back home thousands of miles away in Oklahoma.
They're probably going to kill the power at some point in time today before the storm gets here. When they kill the power, it's likely that both the cell and the internet service will go down at that time.
He says they got there Tuesday, and as Hurricane Melissa intensified, made plans to leave Saturday.
They shut the airport down before our plane was able to arrive. So no plane here, no plane out.
Now it's been nearly a week, and their vacation has turned into survival prep.
Concrete buildings. The staff has been great. They've made sure we're secured, and we do.
Ain't no vacations going on. We are not living in normal times. As I always say, normal is not coming back, brothers and sisters. The only thing that's coming to this earth is the true law of the Most High God. And then meanwhile, you got Trump over there doing renovations to the ballroom over there on Capitol Hill. With all these people suffering around the country, being let off jobs, companies laying off, folks stuck, American citizens all stuck over there with a historic storm in Jamaica, airlines canceling on the people, burning out early on people, leaving them stranded on a deserted island.
Meanwhile, the controversial East Wing demolition at the White House.
Workers are now being asked to sign non-disclosure agreements. ABC's Perry Russum has the details.
This morning, the historic 100.
Wait a minute. Why are they asking the workers to sign a non-disclosure agreement that are working on the East Wing renovations of the White House? Shouldn't that be public information? What did she say? Hold on.
We're learning more about the controversial East Wing demolition at the White House.
Workers are now being asked to sign non-disclosure agreements. ABC's Perry Russum has the details.
This morning, the historic 120-year-old East Wing of the White House reduced to rubble. Satellite images show the dramatic transformation from less than 1 month ago to now. Along with the building, at least 6 trees have been taken down, including 2 magnolias commemorated to Presidents Warren Harding and Franklin Roosevelt, all to make room for President Trump's 90,000 square foot ballroom. This rendering shows how the ballroom will look when completed, much larger than the White House residence.
I think there'll be nothing like it.
The Trump administration has still not submitted plans to the National Capital Planning Commission, but insists all historical artifacts from the East Wing are safely being preserved. Still,
what a slap in the face to the American citizens when people are going through and they're talking about SNAP benefits being discontinued in November, and the president is building him a new residence on the East Wing of the White House. Brother Yosef says they got to sign a non-disclosure because they're renovating that bunker under the East Wing. Wow. Very good comment, Brother Yosef. I tell you, man, the people should be definitely ready to uprise on some stuff. Everything that's going on with all the storms, the fires, the tornadoes. Exactly. Yes. Wow. This is what they're doing in the midst of the storms. Look at what's going on in Florida just right now over the weekend. SNAP benefits, states talking about they running out of funds to be able to feed the needy, and Trump over here renovating the East Wing so it could be his new residence. Yeah, the American people need to be outraged at this mess. People stuck all over in Jamaica with a biblical storm in the midst. The storm that's coming through, you better believe we're gonna be hearing about this for months, this situation in Jamaica, because I believe it's worse than they're even telling us on what's coming. But check this out as well. Trump doing all that, but look at what's going on with the airline situation because of the government shutdown.
Meanwhile, the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport there as the government shutdown stretches into day 26. The shutdown is straining air travel as airports across the country have reported more staffing shortages than usual. Without enough manpower, there are rising concerns about possible safety lapses. Thousands of flights were delayed Saturday and more than 500 were canceled. Jen Sullivan has the details on what's causing the staff shortages and what travelers can expect during the shutdown.
Thousands of flights have been delayed this weekend as airports across the country deal with staffing shortages.
There's going to be a lot less people coming in as people are going to be running out of money.
Oksana Kelly is a TSA agent in Orlando. Right now, she's not getting paid because of the government shutdown. Yet she still has to show up to work because TSA agents and air traffic controllers are considered essential employees. But many are having to call out sick because they say they simply can't afford to pay for things like gas or childcare costs.
If I have nowhere to leave my kids, how am I going to come to work?
According to flight tracker site FlightAware, more than 5,000 flights were delayed Saturday. More than 500 were canceled. Many of those delays are...
They said over 5,000 flights were canceled on Saturday. Today is just Monday night. Over 500 cancellations and over 5,000 delays. That's what they said, 5,000 delays. Because of the government shutdown, we starting to really see some things, family. Are y'all seeing the writing on the wall right now? Because of the government shutdown, the TSA agents, they stressed out. They calling off work. They ain't getting paid, which is totally unfair. How about Congress? Hey, Congress, won't y'all put y'all paychecks on hold so that the TSA and the air traffic controllers can get paid? Because they working without a paycheck right now. All these government employees right now is working without a paycheck, but yet senators and congressmen and all these people that's working in the Congress and Capitol Hill, they still getting a check. Do y'all think that that's fair, huh, Capitol Hill? You really think that's fair, huh? You really think the American people would go for that? Melchizedek News is saying it's not right. It's not right. It's not righteous whatsoever. You're showing your colors. You really showing who your daddy is. Yes, it's just really foul. And it's going to continue to get worse, y'all. It's gonna continue to get worse I'm telling you, everybody like, I want to go on my vacation, and here it is, right at the holiday season with all this chaos, cutting food stamps, cutting the airline situations. Right before the holidays, it's about to be a whole lot of chaos. Yes, the writing is on the wall. It's screaming out loud. Yes, the Light Time says absolutely. Is right there. That's why I'm up late. I'm just like, do y'all see what is really going down in this earth? Let me grab scripture with this hurricane that's coming in Jamaica, because people that's watching, you don't really understand that your governments and NASA, the deception team is what I call them, because that word in the Hebrew tongue, it means to deceive. NASA. Yes. They're deceiving people. Put it on the screen. They got technology. Let me move this one. Hold on. Move this off. Let's put them words up. Hope y'all can see this. Not the scriptures even telling the truth on what's going on out here. You ain't got to take it from Sister Chaya. Let's go to the scriptures. I'm reading you the holy words of the Most High God in the sealed portion, chapter 8, about these storms that we see, and these biblical storms that people think is all natural. Maybe they're not so natural after all. Maybe it's a little manipulation going on, because in the Holy Scriptures, it says in chapter 88, verses 32, I'm going to read you a little something about what man out here doing. Now, the judgments that the Father have made is that he shall stay his hand. Hold on. Let me cut this down just a touch. Yeah. We got to go to the Holy Scriptures on this, y'all. Because this is a biblical storm. But at whose hands? Don't be blaming the Most High God on this. Don't be blaming the Father, because the Father is staying his hand. He allows things to happen in this earth. This is how his children learn. He don't interfere with the affairs going on in this temporal world. It says, now the judgments that the Father has made is that he shall stay his hand and not intervene in the destruction of nature. Hold on. Did y'all see that? Let me see if I can blow it up a little bit bigger for you right there. He shall stay his hand and not intervene with the destruction of nature in the latter days. This is what we're living in. Allowing his children to experience for themselves that which occurs when the laws of nature, that's right, all this messing with electricity and Starlink, yeah, Elon, all up there. We don't know what you're doing. All up there with Starlink. It says, allowing his children to experience for themselves that which will occur when the laws of nature are circumvented. That word means manipulated. Yeah, when the laws of nature are manipulated and used by wicked men. There's a whole lot of wicked men using all these laws of nature and manipulating things. Elon, Bill Gates, Trump, they all in it together. All of them. Rockefellers, Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, yes, BlackRock, all y'all, the whole crew, they a whole team. They in it together. As George Carlin would say, yeah, it's the VIP club and you ain't in it. But we know what they doing. And used by wicked men for their own selfish purposes. Look what John said. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun. And people think this is literal, like these things is just, ooh, the sun gonna be destroyed. They were talking in code, brothers and sisters. The prophets was trying to help us down the road. They was talking in code. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and the power was given to him to scorch men with fire. And men were scorched with great heat, and they blasphemed the name of the Most High God, which has the power over these plagues. Yeah, the Father got the power, but he said he ain't going to intervene. It says, according to his will, but shall not stop them. He said, I ain't going to stop these plagues. And why not? He said, for the sake of man, and he stayed his hand. Again, I'm not going to intervene because they repented not to give him glory. How do we give Father the glory? By obeying his commandments. That's right. Repentance, forgiveness, following the laws of love, doing unto other people as you would have them do unto you. That's the glory the Father wants. He want to see us obey him. Now, in the latter days, the causes of advancements. We're living in the latter days for some people that need a memo, because there's a few channels that's like waiting on things, and you've been living in this. What are you waiting on? It can't be enough signs right now that's going on. Did we just see the NBC headlines for tonight? Good grief. It's signs all over the place. Signs here, signs there, biblical this, historic this, fires here, tornadoes here, 12 inches of rain in 30 minutes. And the people are like trying to buy a vow when it's all in front of you. Now, in the latter days, the causes of advancements that you shall make in technology. This is man doing this. They the ones creating all this stuff with technology and science. Shall provide the means whereby the natural atmosphere of the earth shall begin to deteriorate in such a way that the heat of the sun shall be caused to do that which it was not intended. Didn't we just see them dudes up in their little ship inside the cloud over there in Jamaica, floating all inside the hurricane? That's technology and science, brothers and sisters. They messing with the natural atmosphere of things, and it's affecting the earth. And it says it's causing it said that the earth shall begin to deteriorate in such a way that the heat of the sun shall be caused to do that which it was not intended according to the natural order for which the sun was created, which was to create. It said the sun was created to give life unto the earth. See that? It's all in the Holy Scriptures. Elon, you ain't doing nothing that we don't know about. We see you. But even after all these things shall come to pass, you shall not repent. Is anybody repenting? No, they over there on vacation trying to figure out how they going to be able to catch the next flight to get the hell out of Dodge. Because you shall not repent because of your desires for wealth and an easiness of life, which you desire because you worship the beast. So many brothers and sisters worshiping the beast, the lifestyle of the beast, the capitalism of the beast system. And you desire the image that it has created for you by the power of Satan. And look right here, I'm going to go do a couple of more. Since I'm on here and I'm kind of upset with what I see in this world, somebody got to say something. Just disappointed in what is going down around here. And somebody got to speak up for righteousness' sake. That's why we got the Melchizedek Network. Because NBC ain't going to say nothing. CNN ain't going to say nothing. NBC, ABC, the whole alphabet group, the FBI, the CIA, they all in the same club. They ain't standing up for righteousness. But the Melchizedek Network got something to say. Continuing with Apostle John saying, and the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast. And that's America. And his kingdom was full of darkness. And they gnawed their tongues for pain. What is John trying to tell us? And they blasphemed the God of heaven because of their pains and their sores. What is that? These pains and these sores. Was John talking about something physical here? A scab, a sore? Or is he talking about something spiritual that we're going through? Because of their pains and their sores, but again, and repented not of their deeds. They still won't repent. And now this is the destruction. Hold on. What you got, John? I'm going to go back up. Go over. Hold on and put so y'all can see it. This is the destruction of the United States. I'm reading in the Holy Scriptures. And that's what we're seeing. Thank you, Brother Yosef. Aren't we seeing the United States just crumbling subtly in front of us? Flights all delayed everywhere. Air traffic controllers walking off the jobs. The people sick with all kind of illnesses and pestilences. Folks all over, coming all over the border. ICE agents attacking people all up in the U.S. cities. The country on the brink of some civil war breaking out. Oh, yeah. Layoffs left and right. But your president, he over there doing his renovations on his east wing. He over here blowing up ships all through the Atlantic over there on the south. Venezuela. Meanwhile, he trying to get you to buy some beef from Argentina. Yeah, what's that about, Trump? You ain't going unnoticed. Why you trying to buy beef from over there? The farmers in America said they got beef for the citizens. Why you trying to cut them out? Again, this is the destruction of the United States of America, and we seeing it, which is the seed of the beast in the latter days. Yeah, it's the capital. And this destruction shall come to pass, look at this, in the same manner as the destruction of the great Roman Empire. What? And this destruction of America, it says, shall come to pass in the same manner as the great Roman Empire, which came to pass because of the wickedness of its citizens. Did I tell y'all that America was nothing but an extension of Rome? Oh yeah, you seeing it? Yeah. Hold on, I see something else because I don't want you to miss this. Look at 41, brothers and sisters. And in the latter days, spoiler alert, here it is. And in the latter days, when the United States shall fall, because that's what we seeing, just a little bit at a time, subtly right before you, tick tock, Humpty Dumpty climbed on the wall, Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. In the latter days, when the United States shall fall, and great shall be the fall thereof, he shall gather all of his forces. Who is that? Lucifer's minions, together upon the earth to prepare against the great day when the Most High God, who is that? Yahshua, the Messiah, shall come in the glory. Yahshua here, and people waiting on him. They waiting on them ships. Oh my, see what I'm saying? Why I had to get on here? It's all kind of chaos and confusion. You got people that got these words right in front of them. People that have the true holy scriptures, and they don't even know that this is a spiritual thing that they reading. What did it say again, Sister Chaya? It says that Satan's minions, they trying to prepare for the great day of when the Messiah shall come in the glory. Did it say physically? It said come in the glory of the Father to cast out Satan and reclaim the earth. Reclaim the earth for the purposes for which the Father have caused the earth to be created. These are spiritual things. Yahshua the Messiah is not going to come on one of these spacecrafts. He is not on third eye blind or whatever this is coming, 3-eye blind, third eye Atlas, whatever this is, Atlas to America. He ain't coming on that. So get it out your mind. If anything that's going down, that's Project Bluebeam, brothers and sisters. Had to get on here, family. Had to do a little venting. I feel better now. Family, it's time for us to wake up and realize that the things that we are seeing is prophecy being fulfilled in this hour. All in front of you. The news is giving you all kind of hints. They telling you, but you need to know the other side. Exactly. Glory. Understand what that means. The glory of the Most High. You need to understand. The word is spiritual. You got to be spiritually minded so you understand. Let Sister Chaya tell you, Messiah is not coming in the flesh. Why would he do that again? So they can treat him like he Jay-Z or somebody? They try to get him to perform all kind of miracles and stuff for their family members and stuff. If the Messiah came right now, all these people that's sick because of the arm candy, boom, they'd be lining up trying to get touched. Yes, that's what we would be seeing, brothers and sisters. You heard it from me. I'm done. Pray for Jamaica because they need the prayers. But it looks like America needs the prayers too. This whole world needs prayer because the whole world is in chaos and confusion. Yes, but definitely we are saying a prayer for Jamaica because this looked like something truly biblical that is on the brinks. I pray that the Most High's will is done in this earth, and I pray that mercy is given to those that are deserving of his mercy. Because a lot of people is just hard-headed. They just don't want to turn around. They just don't want to come to the Father. They see all these things, and you're still. Maybe not this incarnation, maybe the next. Hallelujah, hallelujah, my brother. Yes. With that being said, on my social media earlier, I shared some marvelous words from one of our brothers in the Most High. He has some words regarding this Hunger Games situation that's going down with these SNAP benefits, and I want y'all to hear it. We need some encouragement. Always giving you some encouragement here on the Melchizedek Network. Yes, the news is doom and gloom, but you don't get that with Melchizedek. You get the news, but you also get some edification. You get some spiritual knowledge. You get some encouragement. You get some strength to just keep on going and endure. Because ain't none of us leaving out of here on no ship. The only way you about to leave out of this earth is if you leave in a casket. Yes, she said it because that's what the word says. So we're going to be here. We got to go through these things. So let's help each other. Let's unite, brothers and sisters, support each other. As the Messiah would say, let's wash the feet of your brother and sister. That's what he was showing the disciples. It's time to help wash the feet. The feet. Yes. Your brothers. Come together, people. With that being said, I'm out of here. I just had a little bit that was on my mind, and I had to get it off my chest before I went to bed. I love y'all with real love, real respect, and as always here on the Melchizedek Network, peace, love, unity, and respect for all people. I'm signing out from Maui, Hawaii. Brother Yosef sends his love, and listen to our brother L here. As a matter of fact, the channel is, I want to make sure y'all have the channel so you can go over there and subscribe to him because I like what he said. And somebody needed to say this message to the people right now, not just a woman. I know you hear from Sister Chaya, but we need to hear from our strong brothers in this hour. The channel over there at YouTube is called Victory Manifested. Yes, Victory Manifest 7110 at YouTube. Go check out Brother L because I appreciate this message that he gave today. I love you all, and I will see you soon. I see you, Sister Star. You got all praises. Absolutely, my sister. Just speaking out on all this craziness that's going on in the world of Babylon. The whole world is Babylon. We are under a Babylonian system. Brothers and sisters, I love you, and I'm out of here. I pray that these words touch you. Listen to the advice from our wise brother right here. And continue to love all people. All people. Shalom, family.
Setups and ploys and plots of the enemy against Jacob will never prosper because the Most High is with Jacob. All throughout history, anytime the enemy has tried these deceptions, these pressures, these attacks against Jacob, Jacob has always risen. Just like we see in the story of Jacob versus Laban in the scripture, that Laban was a man who used trickery cloaked as opportunity to try to keep the man Jacob and his family impoverished, to keep them dependent upon him. And that's no different than the spirit that we see working in the United States of America that is out to do like Laban through trickery cloaked as opportunity to bring people into submission, to bring people into dependency, and to try to starve and impoverish people. But the Most High is with Jacob. So I want to bring encouragement to people out there today that in lieu of the threat of SNAP benefits being cut off next week, understand this, that all throughout history, anytime the enemy has put pressure or setups or traps against the people of Jacob, that has always been when the Most High has risen up and created genius in the people of Jacob, has given ideas to the people of Jacob for them to prosper, for them to thrive, has given them high intelligence, has given them key wisdom and strategic decisions to make in order to overcome the oppression against them. So what we see facing the people right now is possibly next week, the SNAP benefits that are feeding millions and millions of people, whether it be disabled, whether it be children, all sorts of scenarios. This program has fed many people who have needed it over the years. And now there's a threat of it being cut off, which will affect many, many millions of people. Now, there are some of you out there that this won't affect you. You have work, you have funds, you don't have to worry. But then there are others who may hear this, that this is absolutely terrifying for you. This is absolutely a threat for you. So I want to speak to those people, especially those who rely on the Most High. I want to give you the encouragement that the Most High, the same Most High that was with Jacob to give him wisdom to outwit Laban, is also with you in these times. Now, it's still a couple weeks out before this may or may not happen. I don't know if it will actually happen or if it will happen. So let's go through the scenarios. Let's say it does happen and these benefits are cut off, affecting millions of people who have depended upon that. Two things we can say will happen. One thing, there will be segments of the population that will riot. There will be segments of the population that will rob. There will be segments of the population where we will see crime shoot up. That's common sense. We know that's going to happen. You can't control what everybody does. That's going to be some people's reaction if this takes place. So crime will go up. And yes, they will use that as an excuse to bring even more troops to these cities, because even before this situation happened, there was already troops being deployed to cities. So if there is a cutoff of the benefits, and if we do see crime spike, robbery spike, rioting, looting, they're going to use this as an excuse to bring even more militant presence into the cities, which is what they wanted to do anyway. Now, they're going to use these videos of people rioting, looting, just like a month or so back where we had all these situations of people being killed on subway trains, and they use these images, they use these videos to get people riled up, to stoke even more division and violence. Trust and believe, if those benefits are cut off and people riot, rob, crime goes up, those videos, those images will be used as an excuse to bring even more of a militant presence into the cities. That's what's going to happen. I'm definitely not telling people to riot, to loot. But then again, who am I to tell somebody what to do and what not to do? All I'm saying is if you do that, that will be the trap that the enemy wants to bring even more oppression and violence against you. But people are grown. They're going to do what they want to do. Now, a second thing that will happen, and this is the aspect that I'm speaking to. What we will also see is the Most High begin to move upon the hearts and minds of his people. He will move upon the hearts and minds of his people if these benefits are cut off and people begin to struggle, to where his remnant will then rise up to be able to help those who are in need. This will be those who are able to do it. You may not be able to do it. You have your own family to look after, but there are people out there that the Most High has blessed them, and this will be their time to step up to help those who are in need. The Most High will let those know who they are that will step up to help. Another thing we will see is that people's creativity will begin to increase to find ways to still thrive and make money, even outside of depending on the system. Just like with Jacob and Laban, the Most High, through the angel, came to Jacob and gave him a business idea on how to outwit Laban, who was trying to impoverish him and starve him. That is the exact same thing that we will see happen if they cut those benefits and people are put in struggling situations. Those who reject the first option, which is to riot, rob, loot, which I'm definitely not saying do that. Those who rely on the Most High to give them wisdom, to give them brilliance, to give them genius, to give them that strategic intellect on how to still thrive and make money, even with the system making these plans and attacks against them. That's the group of people I'm speaking to. All throughout history, anytime the people of the Most High, the people of Jacob, have been put in these compromising situations of struggle, of fear, of terror and threat, the Most High has always stepped in and given us wisdom and genius on how to prosper and see our cup overflow in the presence of our enemies. This time is no different. So if they do that, and if that pressure is applied, you're going to see the Most High's remnant rise up to help those who are in need and those who are struggling. And you will also see brilliance, ideas come to the hearts and minds of the Most High's people, and they will then use that to still thrive, even with a system that is trying to keep them dependent. So I just want to bring encouragement to those out there. Those who may be in that situation where this has been keeping you up at night. This has been putting fear in your heart that the benefits you've been relying on, not because you're lazy, not because you're useless, not because you don't want to do anything. You may be disabled. You may have a situation where you need these benefits. You may actually be working, but the money that you're bringing in has not been enough to still suffice. So you needed those incomes. So I'm not here judging anybody that has needed those benefits. I'm here to just give encouragement to the Most High's remnant that the Most High, the same Most High that helped Jacob overcome Laban, he will help you overcome this system. The traps of the enemy that he set to try to make you starve will only make them starve. The traps the enemy has set to impoverish you will only put them in poverty, because the Most High is with Jacob. He is not with Laban. The Most High is with his people. He is not with this system. So let not your heart be troubled, as the Messiah said. The Most High, through the Holy Spirit, will give you wisdom on what to do for you and your family to thrive. Let not your heart be troubled. I'm here to bring encouragement. And there's another aspect of this situation I want to speak to. Look, if this happens, we do know that crime will spike, robbery will spike. So unfortunately, there are some people who are our people who will become enemies to us if it means them getting some food or some money. They'll take you out if it means them eating. So we got to understand that this is a poverty and wealth thing. We got to understand that. So as much as we may want to show love to our people, we got to understand there's going to be some out there that's going to do ignorant things, even if it means attacking you, to try to get food and to try to get water to feed themselves. So as much as we may want to go with a helping hand, we do got to use wisdom and discernment, because if this happens, people are going to be looking for targets all over the place if it means them getting a hot meal. So if this happens, we need to be even more wise and discerning of our surroundings, because understand this. It'll be like the Hunger Games out here, where people doing whatever they got to do to eat. People were doing whatever they got to do to get money, even if that means running up on you at the ATM. Even if that means running up on you while you minding your business to try to pat your pockets to take what you have so they can eat. So this is a time where the Most High's remnant have to rise up and be wise and discerning. You have to be on the defense and the offense, because this could turn into the Hunger Games extremely quickly. But one thing I do know, and that is this: the Most High is with Jacob, and Jacob will never starve. Jacob will always overcome Laban. So let not your heart be troubled. Trust in the Most High, obey his instructions, rely on the Holy Spirit, and you will be told and given instructions on what to do if this happens, so that you and your family thrive. All praise to the Most High. Peace and blessings to those who worship the Most High in spirit and in truth. Yah reigns forever. Keep going.